Hello, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and today I have something amazing to share with all of you. You won't believe how easy and fast is this idea. I made so many flowers in different colors. I followed this combination and at the end I love the result. I didn't doubt it to share with all of you. In this case I made a long blouse for my daughter, but you can continue and transform it into a dress, or if you want you can make a short crop top like you want. Also you will decide if you want spaghetti straps or to make the sleeve like me. But well, let's start. I will give you first the material list and then the step by step. But before we start, I want to invite all of you to subscribe. Remember, it's free. Well, we are going to start making the grannies, okay? For this blouse in a medium size, I will need 400 grams. In this case, I will use 100 grams in one different color. I will use the hook of number 3 millimeters or 3.5 millimeters. Both are okay. So we are going to use 4 different colors, right? We will start wrapping the yarn 4 times all around our finger. Like this, we are going to make a knot. Then we are going to make an extra knot right here. And here we have the ring where we are going to start making the grannies. We are going to insert a hook right inside. We are going to take the loop and like here, and here we are going to start. Well, here inside we are going to make 16 single crochet. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, remember all of them inside the ring, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this until we have 16. Well, then we will have 16. At the end, we are going to slip one to close right here. We are going to slip one and we have the center of our flower. This will be the beginning of the granny. Then we will go up with 4 chains. Then yarn over twice, and in the same place right where we started, we are going to make a double crochet. As you could see, we are making the double crochet out of 3 crochet, and we are going to leave the last loops in hold. Then we will yarn over again twice, and in the next stitch we are going to make again 2 double crochet together. So this will be our second segment. As you could see in these 2 stitches, we made 2 and 2, leaving the last loops in hold right there in the hook. Now that we have these loops in hold, bring them through and make 1 chain to close. Then here we have the first petal. We are going to make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chains, yarn over twice. And right next to this petal in this stitch, we are going to start making these 2 segments of 2 double crochet that we made. So like this is how we are going to create 1 petal, okay? And remember, in the stitch next to it, the second segment, remember that this double crochet out of 3 crochet. So here we have the second petal. Once we have these loops in hold in the hook, we are going to bring them through, make 1 chain to close. Remember that before we made 10 chains. Well, in this time we are going to make only 6, 3, 4, 5, and 6 chains. Yarn over twice, and again next to it in the next stitch we are going to make first 1 segment, 2 double crochet together, and then at the end of these 2 double crochet in the next stitch again we are going to make 2 double crochet together. So this will be the third petal. And well, after this third petal we are going to repeat and we are going to make 10 chains. Remember, here bring them through and make 1 chain to close. And the chain that we will use to close, we won't count it. From there we will start counting. So as I told you, we are going to alternate one petal, 10 chains, one petal, 6 chains. So once 10 and once 6 chains. Like this is how we are going to continue the whole row. Well, at the end we will have 2, 4, 6 and 8 petals, and between them we are going to alternate once 6 chains and once 10 chains. So here we are going to finish the row with 6 chains and we are going to slip one to close. So as you could see, here we have our first granny. Okay, so then we are going to make more grannies like this one. In this case, I will make a different granny in a different color. I highly recommend that at the end of each granny we should hide these threads, because later we will be lazy too. I know that feeling. So every time that you finish one, try to hide it using your hook, or if you had an embroidery needle, I suggest that you do it with embroidery needle. You can hide first the embroidery needle through the area matching the color of the thread with the area where you want it to hide, okay? And then you can cut. For example, these small threads that we have here, we can burn the tip and we can leave it like this. Always in the wrong side is where I suggest to hide the threads and to burn it. When we finish to hide all these threads and we have the first granny ready, we are going to start with the second granny and we are going to make just one corner. Well, here for example, we have 10, 6, and here we are supposed to do the 10 chains. So I only made 5 chains, and we are going to join right here in the corner in the middle where we have this section of 10 chains. So right here in the middle we are going to insert our hook. We are going to bring them through, and then we are going to make 5 chains to complete the 10 chains that we have, and then we are going to turn over twice and insert our hook right here to complete the next petals that we have to make. And we are going to make, remember, 2 double crochet in one space and then 2 double crochet in the next space, leaving the last loops in hold. So like this is how we are going to continue completing the stitch. We are going to bring them through and make one chain to close. It is important that every time that we are going to join one granny with the other, we check that it's facing to the right side. This is the right side, and if you could tell, this is the wrong side. Can you tell the difference? So this is in the wrong side and in the right side. So please check and always join them facing to the same side. So here we are going to continue. We are going to make 3 chains out of the 6 chains. We are going to join with the first granny. We will insert the hook right in the middle of the strip of chains of 6 chains, and then we are going to come back and complete the 6 chains. We are going to make the next 3 chains that we were missing, and we are going to come back to this granny to complete the petals. Well, here I do want to continue because we are going to join it 3 times in this side. So I want to show you how exactly is how we are going to join. So for example, here we are finishing the petal. So far we have 4 petals. So here we are about to make the 10 chains. So we are only going to make 5, just the half of the 10 chains, and we are going to insert the hook right in the middle of the strip of chains that we made in the first granny out of 10 chains. So we are going to slip one to join, and then we are going to come back and complete the 5 chains and continue with the rest of the stitch. So we have here 3 joins, and the secret of this is that we are going to join the 10 chains with the 10 chains, 6 chains with 6 chains, and 10 chains with 10 chains. Okay, we are going to match and always right in the middle. So we are going to complete. And also here I want to show you how we are going to make a drawing while we join. So I will show you. First we are going to finish this petal. So right here in the join, as you could see, we create a kind of a diamond. You see, it looks good. So we are going to continue making more crannies and joining the same way. The next flower we are going to make it in green, then beige, and like this we are going to make the combination that we want. You have two options: either to make a long strip of flowers that it covers the long of the blouse that you want, or and make it in vertical technique or in horizontal all around your hips. Well, here I will show you the combination that I did follow, but you are going to make your own combination like you want. And also here I joined two strips. So as you could see, well, when we joined the second strip, here we have a flower. So it will look beautiful too. We follow the same technique to join the crannies, the same that we have been using, and I will show you how we are going to make the combination. Please be careful to not put two together. In my case, I will make the blouse in a vertical, okay? So this will be the long of my blouse. So here I have 2, 4, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 crannies, and I put 2 more in the sides that will be for the straps of my blouse. So this will be the long of my blouse. I will make it in vertical, and here to calculate the exact size that you want to make, I suggest that while you measure and you see how many crannies do you need according to your size, according to your centimeters, or you can take a blouse that you like how it looks on you, and you can take this blouse as a reference and as the base of how many crannies do you need. So I recommend that you make your crannies and calculate. And in my case, I will continue in vertical. I will continue making more strips of flowers. We are going to join the same way that we used to. And well, for example, in my case, this blouse will be for my daughter. So I already measured this rectangle that I did, and I continue in vertical. This is the sides and the armhole too. So I put 4 crannies, and here are the straps. And I will count how many did I make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of wide. And then from there I complete 2 more for the straps. And for example, if this blouse is for a girl, instead of leaving 3 crannies for the front, probably you are only going to need 2. Okay, but this is up to you. The secret of this blouse is that you are going to create as many crannies as you need according to the size that you want. So I leave these crannies in the sides because this will be under the armhole, and I'm going to make the second part of the back, and I will join them in the sides. And well, the same way I did crochet the front, I will crochet the back. So I will use the same number of crannies for the front and for the back too, and at the end I will sew them in the sides, or I will use the same technique to join the crannies. Okay, while we crochet we join, but I will show you. So I will continue making more crannies, and at the end I will show you how we are going to make the last rows for the edge. Okay, we are going to use a different stitch. Also, it's important that you put attention how you crochet your crannies. Please don't crochet too tight or too loose, always the same. Remember to also join them always facing to the same side, and to make your own combination. Try to not put the same color together. Well, here I did build my blouse. I have a square with 6 squares of long and 7 squares of wide. Okay, so 6 and 7. And then extra I put 4 crannies in total for the front and this will be for the straps, remember, and I did the same in the back too. And here under the armhole I put 5 grannies of long. Here, as you could see under the armhole, I already joined while I crochet with the front and with the back, and I did the same in the other side too with 5 grannies. And here I leave the armhole of the arm. Okay, this is where the arms will be. I put 5 grannies also in the other side too. For example, if you want this blouse for a larger size, well, instead of making one strip of 5 grannies, probably I will put 2 or 3 according to the size. I'm loving this idea, this blouse, because I think that this idea gives you the freedom to create your own version. Probably instead of making these straps, well, you can put some spaghetti straps, or you can make your sleeve with more crannies, or without straps, right? You can make your blouse longer, or to make a dress, you can make a v-neck if you want, and well, you will decide, okay? Here at the end, according to my design and to my idea, I will make some extra rows of a different stitch that I will show you, and at the end also I will make a row with a different stitch to decorate, and I will decorate also all around the sleeves, but we'll finish to build your blouse. Well, we are going to use this stitch all around the sleeves and under the blouse. Okay, but I will show you how we are going to make it. For example, here in the sleeves, we are going to start right here in the bottom. We are going to make it all around, and in this case I decided to use yellow because it's the material that I more have left. Okay, but you will decide the color that you want. So we are going to make a knot right here in the bottom, and from here we are going to start making the chains. We are going to make first 5 chains. So here we have 2. If you want, while you crochet, you can hide the threads a little bit, or you can use the embroidery needle if you want. So here I have 3, 4, and 5. Then we are going to go to the next space and right in the middle, single crochet. Again, 5 chains, and in the next space, single crochet. And like this is how we are going to continue all around the sleeve. Please don't tie too much in this part of the stitch. Well, here we finished the stitch. We are going to finish with 5 chains, and we are going to slip on where we started. At the end we are going to have how many waves did we have, so we can have the same number in the other sleeve too. Try and check that it's not too tight, okay? So now to start with the next row, we are going to slip on until the middle of the first wave. Okay, until here. Once we arrive here, we are going to start with the next row. We are going to continue with the stitch making 5 chains, and we are going to insert the hook right in the top of the next wave. So well, here at the end we are going to slip one to close, and with this we've finished these 2 rows. In this case, in the sleeves I will make just 2 rows for the sleeves, but if you want you can continue making more. Here I will just make the last row for the edge, and the last row for the edge will be like this. We will slip one to start right here in the middle of the last row, and from here we are going to make the waves but with picot. We are going to go up with 5 chains, and then we are going to come back in the second chain. We are going to insert the hook and slip one, then 1, 2 chains, and we will insert the hook and make single crochet right in the middle of the next wave. Again, 5 chains, then we are going to make a picot, bring them through, then 2 chains, and we will insert the hook in the middle of the next wave. And this will be the last row of the edge of the sleeves. As I told you, if you want you can continue making more rows, and at the end make the picots like me. I did get ahead, and for example here for the neck I made more rows, and instead of making 5 chains I made 1 row with 5 chains, then the next 2 rows I made it with 4 to reduce a little bit, and the last row with picot. And in the sleeves I made the same. Once we iron it, it will look different too, you will see. Well, here I will show you to be more clear. So here I'm finishing to make 2 rows with 5 chains all the waves, okay? We are here in the neck. Even though I have made these 2 rows with 5 chains, I feel that it's too wide, okay? So now I will make 1 row with 4 chains instead of 5 to reduce a little bit. So I will make the same. I will slip 1 until the middle of the wave, and right here I will start with the next row. So I will make 4 chains instead of 5. After this row, we are going to see if we need to reduce even more or no. At the end, we are going to make this row with picots like we made here for the sleeves, and like this is how we are going to finish, okay? As I told you, once we iron it, it will look different too. Remember that to iron it's a very important step. We should be careful. We should put a protection under and extend. If you want, put a pin so you can extend perfectly your cranies how you want it to be, and also the last row to decorate, and it will look beautiful too. The first time that we iron, it's the most important. So let's finish to make this row. Well, here I did like how it looks the neck. So now we are going to make the last row with a picot. Also, this last row will be different from the one we made in the sleeve. So here, instead of making 5 chains, we are going to make 4. So first we are going to slip 1 until the middle, and right here we will go up with 4 chains. We are going to come back and insert the hook right in the second chain and slip 1, and then we are going to make 1 chain and insert the hook in the middle of the next wave, and like this we are going to continue all around, okay? This will be for our neck. If you want, also before this row, you can continue making more rows if you want to make the neck with more rows, or to reduce even more, like you want. Okay, so we are going to continue like this all around the neck. Well, here for the bottom, we are going to make the same stitch. So we are going to make the waves with 5 chains, and then we are going to insert the hook in the next space and single crochet. Again, 5 chains, and in the next space we are going to make single crochet. At the end of the row, we are going to continue making more rows all around. Okay, I will share a tip with you. For example, we are going to continue making 5 chains and single crochet, or we can make 5 chains and just slip 1. Okay, we are going to slip 1 to make this stitch more adjustable. So we are going to make this stitch like elastic. This is the effect that we are going to make if we slip 1 instead of making single crochet. Well, guess what? I did continue slipping 1 and making 5 chains in all the waves, and I already continue and I have 12 rows. As you could see, you can tell where you finish and where you start because I did slip 1, so we don't have the beginning of or the end of the row. So at the end we are going to make the same row and the same stitch for the edge where we made the picots. So this will be the last row for the edge, and with this we finish. If you want, you can continue making more rows in case that you want your blouse longer. Okay, so we are going to make 5 chains. We are going to come back to the second chain and slip 1 to make a picot, then 2 chains, and we are going to insert the hook in the next wave. So like this all around. At the end we are going to hide all the threads that we may have, and we are going to iron it. You will see how beautiful it looks. and then we are going to see how it looks. I will show you some pics. Well, so what do you think? I hope that you all enjoy making this blouse with me. Remember that this is just a design, but you will have the opportunity to make the blouse like you want, without straps or without sleeves, to make a dress or to make in a larger size. You will decide. I hope that you all make it and use the combination that you want. But well, before you go, I want to invite all of you to subscribe. Remember to give me a like, it's completely free, and to leave me a comment and to share this video if you like it. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon. Bye.